Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience.
Yeah. Playing the desk.
Yeah. We don't have anyone to clap.
We're going
so.
McConaughey on the bit. The bongos.
Oh, yeah. I was like, where are we going with McConaughey?
Matthew.
Is he showing up? I didn't prepare for
All right.
this. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Kendall Mark.
And I'm Tom Butler. We're holding down the studio for the next couple of days because Jason is live. He's at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. Good morning again. Hello. Nice to see you, Jason.
Nice to see you. That's right. It is day 2 of a charity project that I do at my radio station called Project Down and Dirty. Every year, it's kind of a reality show on the radio. One year we were put together a rock band. Another year we ran a restaurant. And each component or each year we do it for a different type of charity group. One year we did it for hunger relief when we ran a restaurant. One year we did a musical and we did it for theaters around the Twin Cities. This year we are at MCAD, the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, so we are working with various arts-based charities. My show, Jason and Alexis in the Morning, I'm really excited, Tom and Kendall, because we're raising money for MCAD's scholarship program because 97% of the students here at MCAD receive scholarships. And I think I can speak for the three of us. You know, we're very lucky. We're living out our dream. What we're doing isn't just a job, it's a career. And I think, having the ability to give a kid the opportunity to live out their dream is really important. So I'm thrilled we're raising money. Now, one of the ways we're raising money is by selling art. And Tom and Kendall, I'm putting this in air quotes. We're becoming artists within the last 3 days. Yesterday, we're going to roll the video. What you're looking at here is time lapse. We'll put it up here. Is time lapse of bronze casting, Tom and Kendall. We sketch out a design in resin, and then bronze is poured inside the design that we did at 2,200 degrees. That bronze is, and what was interesting is it's kind of like water. You would think it would be a little bit like lava. It actually spilled out pretty quickly. You have to wear special gloves. You have to wear special equipment to be able to handle this. It was unlike anything we have ever done, and not to sound woo-woo, but I felt very lucky to kind of experience this because, we are not artists, so to experience this ancient art was pretty extraordinary. And that piece that we did yesterday will be on sale at our art show this Friday. And if you want tickets, you can get them at mytalk1071.com. So Tom and Kendall, hopefully when I walk out of MCAD tomorrow, I will be a little more artistic than I am sitting in front of you right now. Just a little bit.
You're the one actually doing the pouring of the hot stuff? That's you?
Tom, let us be clear. Think about that question again. Do you think I was down there?
I'm just like, did he have to sign waivers? I mean, what happened here?
No, actually, I have to give credit. She's been on my show. I know Kendall knows her, and Tom, you've seen her. My executive producer, Dawn McLean, represented our show. She was really excited to do the pouring.
Yes.
I did the kind of the resin. I did the grinding, and you'll see that a little bit later in the show. So, yeah, I let Dawn do that, Tom.
I got you. All right. Very good. All right.
No hot things.
No, yeah.
No hot things. Only hot dishes.
Oh, look at that.
Do you see what I did there? Time now for the hot dish.
Nicely done.
Tom.
Yum.
Eat up while it's hot.
So good. Tater tots are delicious this morning.
Breaking things on Jason's desk. Okay, we're in the middle of the 379th season of Survivor, but last night's episode may have had a first. Now, if you aren't familiar with how the show works, before the tribes duke it out in an immunity challenge, there's usually some kind of reward. So generally, the rewards are stuff like pillows, some spices, some fishing gear, the basic things that they need. Not last night. Check this out.
First try to get it done wins reward. Want to know what you're playing for?
Yes, tell us.
It's the biggest reward of the season.
What does that mean?
And we wanted to make it special.
Oh my God.
So we brought Applebee's to feed you. Enjoy Applebee's loaded, sizzling fajitas, smothered in hot queso. You've got steak, chicken, shrimp. What do we drink? Plus the classic combo, buffalo chicken wings.
Wait, all the fixins?
With all the fixins.
I love Applebee's. Applebee's is by far my favorite sit-down restaurant.
Oh my God, yes.
This is
I love
But the chicken wings.
All right, the guy drops to his knees when he hears that news. I
Oh my
love that.
gosh. Now, you guys, keep in mind, the castaways basically only eat rice and beans while you're there, and they can be stranded on the island for as long as 39 days. So it is a big deal.
Sure.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I think about once they eat it, it has to come out, and if you haven't been eating food like that
That's
for
true.
a while,
Because that's really rich food, too,
I'm
that they were
just
talking
saying,
about there. But
mozzarella sticks.
yeah, I mean, they've been dining, as you said, on a limited kind of diet, and insects or whatever else they're getting for protein.
Like insects.
And so all of a sudden, that sounds pretty darn good right
I
there.
don't know. Jason, Applebee's on the island.
Every app you want.
I have no complaints. I mean, never-ending apps at Applebee's when you're eating crickets and sand.
Exactly.
Pretty good.
Crickets and sand. That's a very extra way of putting it.
Yes, I'll take some onion rings and some chicken fingers. And,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Fingers
Upgrade.
are good.
Upgrade.
Brew pub pretzels, yes.
All right. Excellent. Next up in the dish this morning, nice guys may not finish last, and they may sometimes finish last, but the same cannot be said for funny guys. Pete Davidson has a new rumored romance, and it is turning a lot of heads. According to Page Six, the SNL cast member has been spotted with supermodel Kaya Gerber. If she doesn't sound familiar to you, maybe this will help. She's Cindy Crawford's daughter. Okay, yeah, Cindy 2.0. The two reportedly met at a fashion show in June. Pete's recent dating history includes Ariana Grande, Kate Beckinsale, and Margaret Qualley. So
I'm just my mind is blown.
it just, to me, it says I needed to be funnier.
Yeah.
I needed to be, no, I'm happy now, very happy now.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, I needed to be funnier.
I could see it though. A lot of these women probably date incredibly attractive men who are used to getting a lot of attention.
Right.
And they're like, I need something new. I just want someone who's funny. And
Funny, makes me laugh,
Yeah.
and isn't so worried about checking himself out in the mirror every 10 minutes.
Right. Jason, what do you think?
Well, I'm not proud to say this, and this isn't the polite thing that you say, but we're all thinking it, and the headline writers that write these stories are thinking this. Here's just the harsh truth. The reason everyone, including Kendall, is turning into a Warner Brothers cartoon character when we hear that Pete Davidson is dating women like Kate Beckinsale is because he's not what you would consider traditionally handsome. You know what I mean? And that sounds mean, and it's not my opinion, but it is the truth, and we're all thinking it. It's not nice to say, but you look at the guy and you think, okay, he's not George Clooney, and he's getting really, 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 really beautiful women. Now, there's the cynical way of looking at it. Here's the positive way of looking at it. Like Tom said, boy, it proves that sometimes looks don't matter, and that's a good thing. You can just have a great personality, and that's what matters to people. So there's the cynical, kind of witchy way to look at it, and then there's the positive of see, it proves beauty is more than skin deep.
Well, that's right. Right. And we've all, I think, dated people over time, over our dating histories, where maybe they were very attractive, but they offered not much else. And so that can only go so long, right? Yeah. You
Absolutely.
need some depth.
Yeah, or the line of your date, that person's out of my league. That's where that saying came from.
Yeah.
So it's just, but Pete, poor Pete.
Pete, especially when he had that really blonde hair.
Wait a minute. Why do we shouldn't feel sorry for
Exactly.
Pete.
He's living life large right now.
Right? Ariana Grande latte, let me tell you. I mean, he's only gone he's just kind of stayed the same ever since then. He never thought he'd go up from there, but he's done real well.
He did.
All right, next in the dish. As Disney prepares to launch its new streaming service next month, they're considering what TV shows and movies to reboot because Lord only knows all we do these days is reboot everything. but I'm kind of excited about this one. It includes this 1993 cult classic.
You're wretched and alive, have all been cursed 'cause of all the witches working, and the worst I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
I love this movie so much. I watch it on repeat this time of year. Now, if you've never seen this and are living under a cave, Disney is in the early stages of development for a second Hocus Pocus film.
Okay.
Round of applause.
Hocus Pocus.
Okay, I'm excited. Thanks, Tom. All right, it's unclear if it would be a true sequel since the witches are supposedly. But according to Deadline, Disney wants Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy to return, which
Those were the main three.
Yeah, I mean, those were the witches.
Okay.
And so it was a cult classic in the sense that it's such a dumb movie, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's because of those three.
Is it meant to be a little campy fun kind of humor?
Are you telling me you've never seen Hocus Pocus?
I've never seen it. No. Floor Director Evan, have you ever seen this movie?
Of course he has. Yes,
boy.
a million times. Jason.
Nate, you haven't seen it. Oh, Nate's seen it.
Did you
too.
hear that? He's never seen
I
Hocus Pocus.
Sorry. It's not on the list.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm kind of with Tommy. Tommy
Stop.
and I are of the same era.
Yes,
And no,
yes.
but seriously, Kendall, no, this is great. This is why we're doing the story. You have to represent all the millennials out there,
true.
and you have to explain it to all of us Gen Xers.
Yes.
I don't get it. I will tell you, probably a parallel for us is maybe I don't know, the Never-Ending Story or the Goonies.
Goonies,
a
for sure.
movie that doesn't really resonate. Well, the Goonies is a bad example. It resonates with everybody. But, maybe a kid's movie that resonated with us but isn't quite the best. Not saying that Hocus Pocus isn't, but it missed me, right, Tommy? It missed you too.
Completely.
I don't understand the hoopla.
Completely. And we both like Bette Midler. It's not that. It's just that the plot,
Yes.
the storyline, right? Yeah, it was just okay.
And Sarah Jessica Parker.
SJP.
I
Yes.
just I can't with you guys right now. I just really can't. The Goonies was a good comparison.
Kendall,
I think
no,
you're
this
right.
is great.
But
This is great because usually I'm rolling my eyes at you. I love that you're giving it back to me, that I don't get this.
I'm having a hard time with you two right now. I really am.
Sorry.
So we're just gonna move on.
she's also had a lot of coffee today,
We
Jason.
just need to move
A
on.
lot
We
of
need
coffee.
to move on. DM me with your feelings about Hocus Pocus, people.
I'm glad there's a Hocus Pocus 2. I don't know how they bring him back from the... I don't want to be a
DAD.
spoiler
alert!
You alluded to it earlier. I didn't even know, so there you go.
All right, guys, still ahead. Jimmy Kimmel hits the high seas with a legendary comedian as he continues his week-long residency in Brooklyn.
And then the Gadget Guy, Steve Greenberg, will join us. He's got some great gadgets that will solve so many of our problems. Stay right there. We will be right back.
You've got daughters.
That is Queens on your left, Brooklyn on the right.
Hey, can you give us a push? We're picking up speed. Oh, screw the boat with a motor. Really, we care. He's got a flag, he's got a horn. He's probably got some blow. He's fine.
I think you guys are doing a great job.
The creek has always served as a kind of like an alley, a service corridor for the city.
This is like where you would do a Craigslist murder, you know?
Just coming into view now, those are the digester eggs of our state-of-the-art wastewater treatment facility.
How much rain does it take to overflow the sewers?
That is a great question. Thank you for asking. It varies, but it can be as little as 1/10 of an inch. So,
Oh,
not
1/10
much.
of an inch?
Yeah.
Comes fast.
Yeah, we got to get that number up. I know people that sweat that much.
If New Yorkers want to help, they can avoid flushing their toilets when it's raining.
Really? Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Wow, I would like to be the face of that campaign.
We would love it.
Hey folks, it's Jimmy Kimmel, reminding you that when it starts to sprinkle, don't flush your tinkle. Oh no!
The more you know. I like that.
I
That's
love
good.
that. Thank you for asking. It's a
good.
great question.
That's funny.
Jimmy Kimmel and the legendary Bill Murray canoeing down the Newtown Creek in New York. New York, it's not exactly the cleanest waterway in the world.
No.
Lovely.
And he's been having fun there in Brooklyn all week.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
it's been hilarious.
Very
I've
funny.
loved watching that.
We've got more late night for you. Demi Moore visited James Corden last night, and the two played a game of Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts. Take a look.
Earlier in the green room, you told me you loved my new memoir. As someone who's read the book, what was your favorite chapter?
I loved the chapter about all the drugs. I love the pictures. I haven't read it. I'm sorry. I was trying to make you feel better. I should have read it. It's late at night. You're driving home. You come across your 3 now and then co-stars stranded by the side of the road. You only have room for 2 of them in the car. Between Rita Wilson, Rosie O'Donnell, and Melanie Griffith, who'd you leave behind? So I can't believe you're doing this. No way. No way.
Oh, sip it up. That's a mayo, cheese curd, and soy sauce smoothie. James was forced to eat some cow blood and pork tongue jelly.
What?
So yeah, that's what they have to do. Obviously he didn't know, he didn't read her book.
Actually read the book.
Right.
That was the best.
So that was his penance, and then she didn't want to answer that question to out one of those friends of hers. So
Or
she
not.
ate or drank the smoothie. So there
I
you go.
think if you didn't know what was in it, it would almost make it a little better because you'd be like, well, I don't know that it's all these disgusting things. Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean,
would you rather know or not know?
What's in it?
Yeah.
No, I'd want to know what's in it so I can kind of somewhat prepare my palate a little bit. Otherwise you might lose your cookies right there on the air. So,
I'd be like, no, just don't even tell me. Just serve it up and.
That's a fun segment, though. That's good.
It is.
Yeah,
it's pretty
good.
creative,
Yeah.
and it's almost always ends up being somebody eating something disgusting. Which is telling in itself.
It's funny.
All right, next to the dish, it's the story that has fired up all the Marvel fans in the last 2 weeks. First, it was this. Martin Scorsese said Marvel films are not real cinema.
I'm sorry.
Not
Pardon me?
real cinema.
Pardon me?
Yeah, and I've turned theaters into, quote, amusement parks. Then, Francis Ford Coppola called them despicable. So Disney CEO Bob Iger, he clapped back. He said those two can complain all they want, but fans clearly enjoy watching Marvel movies on the big screen.
And they're laughing all the way to the bank is what they're doing because they're huge. They're some of the biggest moneymakers of all time.
Right. I'm
So-
just like, not real cinema.
real cinema.
Why do you get to say that?
Isn't going to the movies escapism for most people? That's
Right.
why you're there.
Right.
And to enjoy it. I mean, sometimes you go, like my wife will watch Steel Magnolias over and over so she can cry.
Because it feels good.
I guess, but usually you want to go and you want to laugh or you want to, be in that character's kind of.
Right, they're feeling.
Right.
Yeah, I just watched Wonder Woman last night. I was like, I want to be like Wonder Woman.
There you go.
Jason, I know you have very strong feelings about Bob Iger, that you really love him. So how do you think of his clapback?
I love it because I'm reading his book right now. I'm going to take my earpiece off because I'm hearing myself back and forth. But anyway, I love it because I'm reading his book right now called The Ride of a Lifetime. And I have to say, who is Martin? Look, there's no denying that Martin Scorsese is a legend. He has contributed a lot to popular culture. But who is he to say that a movie like Black Panther, which has had huge cultural significance, it's the first superhero movie to ever feature a black superhero. Do you know what that meant to millions of African American children growing up and seeing a superhero reflected back to them that looks like them? Let's take Captain Marvel. That is another Marvel movie. That is the first movie that featured a female superhero. The same significance applies to that movie. So look, Martin, just because your movies are a little more highbrow doesn't mean that they don't mean just as much on the same level to the moviegoer. I think I don't like that. I don't like anyone telling another person what is art, and I'm really learning that here at MCAD. You know, I'm going to put my earpiece back in, but I don't like it. And by the way, let me plug Bob's book. Go read Bob's book. It's called The Ride of a Lifetime. Yeah.
I love it.
We're going to go back to Tom Butler and Kendall in just a little bit, but right now we are live at MCAD, part of Project Down and Dirty Masterpiece. This is our 9th year doing this at my radio station, My Talk 1071. It's our largest charity event of the year, and what we do is we step out of our comfort zone in the name of charity. One year we lived in a trailer at the state fair. Another year we ran a restaurant. Another year we joined the military, all to raise money for groups in that particular theme. When we were at Camp Ripley, we raised money for military families. This year, we are at MCAD. That's what you see all around us, the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, and we are becoming artists. Joining me right now are the Drivetime divas. You listen to them, and you have for over a decade on My Talk 1071. Yes. My buddies Lori and Julie are here. Good morning.
Good morning, Jason.
Now we're Director Leo is going to pull up video. This is me grinding, but you guys did this before us. We're grinding on resin. That's one of the things we're going to be selling. Describe what you guys did yesterday in your bronze piece.
Well, Lori, if she went first, she would say nothing. She did the E.
Oh.
She did one letter.
Oh, Lori, you just did one letter?
You know what, Jason,
She won't even hold the microphone. She's a diva. She won't. Julia, you hold it.
You know, it was kind of, you had to, at one point, Julia got up on the table to carve into the thing.
resin.
So it was not really an easy thing for three of us to work on at a time. And Julia was like, give me that Dremel, or whatever that little drill is. I can do it better than you, so okay, here you go.
Because if you've never seen it, what happens is you have to drill into the resin with this drill, because then the bronze goes into the cracks and crevices to form your design.
Yeah, and it would almost be like wood carving.
Yes.
And you have to really, it's hard to do.
Did you like it?
Yeah, the whole thing's been interesting. I don't know, you said we're learning how to make art. Loosely based art. I mean, I don't know when you put 4 letters down if that's art.
Is that, you did 3 letters? Yours is your design?
4.
And 2 symbols.
Oh, God.
And a little outline. I mean, it's really simple.
But you're hoping some fans, Low J fans will buy this piece.
Oh, you know it because it was made with so much love.
That's right, Jason.
That's right,
yours looks really good, though, because we saw it. We haven't done what you guys have done.
Yeah.
Yours looks great.
Now, have you guys poured your bronze yet?
We're doing it right after this.
You're doing it right after the show. Who's representing, because this is 2,200 degree oven.
And listen, I have a repaired shoulder that's almost all the way recovered, so I'm going to operate the buttons, and I'm sweating I was sweating just worried I'd mix that up.
So does that mean
worst part,
Julia is a sacrifice?
No, it's worse. Donnie.
Oh.
No, I am so afraid.
Their producer, Donnie.
I am so afraid for our life because he's in charge.
Yeah, he's pouring, and now this is what we learned, and you saw a video a little bit later, everybody, but it doesn't, you would think it comes out like lava, like slowly. Warn Donnie, it comes out, the molten, the liquid bronze comes out like water. It comes out quick.
Oh, it does.
So tell Donnie to be very...
We might have to executive overrule.
Julia, you may have to do this.
I know it, because...
He's a bad driver, let alone a pourer.
And we've got a story there for later today. Bam, bam, into the house.
How are you?
We're not saying anything now.
No, we're not.
How has this been for you guys? We've done this. We've been to all of them. I think our group, you guys and me, we're the only ones that have been through all 9 of Project Down and Dirty's.
This has just been relaxing. We don't have to perform. And next year, hopefully we're going to do something big for the 10-year. But I have enjoyed the non-performance aspect.
Yeah.
Because remember how good she was last year.
Oh, we did comedy last year, everybody. Lori, how much did you like comedy?
She didn't do comedy.
That I was really quite bad at improv. It was painful to be a part of it.
Okay, hold that thought, because we're going to talk about the ones we've done in the past. And I want to get your take on Pete Davidson. We did that in the talk. We did it in Hot Dish earlier. Lori, save it. We're going to take a break, everybody. And a little bit later, the Gadget Guy is here back in the studio with Tom and Kendall. And if you want more information on Project Down and Dirty, just go to mytalk1071.com. Back after this. everybody, to the Jason Show. Tom and Kendall will be back in just a little bit, back in the studio at Eden Prairie. I'm live out here at MCAD, the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, for the 9th annual Project Down and Dirty, where all of our radio stations raising money for art-based charities. My show is raising money for MCAD Scholarship Program. Lori and Julia, who joined me, you guys are raising money for?
Art Buddies.
Art Buddies. Really quickly, explain what Art Buddies is.
It's a great program where artists go in for 10 afternoons in a row and into low-income schools. There's 4 of them, and they give one-on-one mentoring to a child to create their superhero costume.
It's so good.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we have some hot dish to throw at you, but before that, I mentioned this is the 9th year. This is the 9th year Project Down and Dirty. Let me just speed round. Your favorite that we've done and your least favorite, and quickly why?
Rock and roll, just because it was fun to be in a band.
Rock band was your favorite?
Rock band was my favorite. And then I would say I loved the military one.
You did love. Okay,
was
but
so
which
fun.
one did you not like?
I did not like comedy, but I love staying at Mystic.
We stayed at Mystic Lake last year.
Gambling, beverages.
Okay, Julia, your turn. Which was your favorite out of the 9 we've done?
I love the state fair.
You loved number 1.
That was just fun because we all got to like each other. You
Yes,
know?
we did,
Because we
yeah.
never talked to each other because we're on at different times. And then I liked the military one.
Oh, yeah.
You
picked,
hate it.
I
I
hated
know,
the military
I know you
one.
did.
Okay, your least favorite.
Most nerve-wracking was the musical, because it was
The musical
2 days
was
and we
hard.
had to learn how to dance. And
You were pretty miserable during the musical.
But then it was fun. We loved the applause.
I was exhausted.
It was hard. That was the hardest
And then
one.
when they said, oh, let's add another night
Yeah.
to perform because we did so well.
Now, the Drivetime Divas are known for just keeping it real, Hollywood speaking everything. So I'm going to throw some hot dish at them that we've done over the last week.
Notice how she won't hold the microphone.
Oh no, she needs to in this first one because I'm going to throw out a topic and
Can you-
I want
let's
your,
see if she can lift it.
and I want your hot take with your bad shoulder. Yeah. Meghan Markle, do you feel bad for her or do you not feel bad for her?
Feel bad for
yes,
her.
I do too. Wendy Williams and our executive producer Jeff don't feel sorry for her.
Well, Wendy is looking for ratings. No one cared about her Hollywood Walk of Fame, and so she just needed to throw the biracial American princess under the bus. She's American. She had no idea it was going to be this rough. And, you know, a lot of bad gossip coming from inside the palace.
Yeah. I said I think it's unfair for anyone to say that she knew what she was getting into.
No.
Nobody knows what the British press is really like unless you're there.
And I think it's hard because she's American. She was 35 years, she was an American girl. And we have different freedoms and she didn't have the stiff upper lip.
And our press is different. I mean,
completely.
Look, the tabloids are a little sleazy, but not as aggressive as they are in Britain.
Absolutely. And why won't Harry and, not Harry, but William and Kate stick up for her? And say, stop the insanity. I can't stand it.
They don't say anything, do they?
Never.
They can't, because he's going to be king. So I think Harry would just like somehow to have some of the royal insiders stop being so merciless. Nail polish, holding her baby wrong, having a baby shower. I mean, flying on a jet, having a Range Rovers, which is protocol for security. The royal, I don't know. It seems silly.
Okay, Pete Davidson. We just talked about it earlier today. What?
Love him. I can see why he's getting all the ladies. He's got what they call big energy. Okay? And pillowy lips, and he's funny.
He's funny.
Is that what it is? Because I said, you heard what I said earlier. Funny, does funny get rid of the fact, because let's say the impolite thing.
He's not that good looking. Was I supposed to say that?
Yeah, but yet there's something sexy about him.
Because he's got it. He's
got big energy.
Lori went on and on about his energy yesterday, and you know what I mean. I couldn't get her off it. Energy.
Okay, so this doesn't surprise you.
Not at all.
So you think this parade will continue?
Yes, I do. And I say good for you, Pete Davidson, blazing the way for all the other funny guys with pillowy lips who are not standardly handsome.
True that, sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one more day left here.
Notice I'm holding the mic again.
I know, her poor shoulder.
I know.
Your shoulder is wounded. We have one more day here, one more night in the house. Now,
I'm going to be fun tonight.
We won't tell you where, but we are all living together. I told you, it's like Big Brother. We're all living together in this mansion What has that been like for you guys?
Well, there are certain male members of our tribe that are completely lazy. Oh, let the ladies clean it up. Let them take out the garbage, the recycling. It's pathetic. If cameras were really going, these people would be getting comments.
Wait, we have to go, but Lori, will you please tell everyone, you called everybody out because the women were bringing in all the food yesterday.
All the food. We had all the food. There were like, I don't know, lots of things, and all the guys.
Trays of food.
Trays of food. They're just sitting there. Bradley with his big muscles. The young man. I'm like, where are your manners?
And it was all women.
It was
that
all
were
women that
in
brought it in. We were doing the cleanup.
Lori and Julia, 3 to 6 on My Talk 107.1. And don't forget to donate to Art Buddies, their charity too, if you want to donate. And it's really easy. It's safe. They'll give, you can dedicate it to somebody. Go to mytalk1071.com, click on Project Down and Dirty and donate. Donate to them or our team. That's it. Not the other shows. Not the other shows. We're gonna take a break, everybody. When we come back, we're going back to Eden Prairie with Kendall and Tom and the Gadget Guy. Back right after this.
Welcome back, the Jinxon Show, back in the studios here in Eden Prairie. We all, we have our fair share of problems, but for every problem there may be a solution.
See what you did there? And our next guest right here has all the gadgets to fix those problems. Everyone in the studio, all of you, please welcome the author of Gadget Nation, the Gadget Guy, Steve Greenberg.
Roar thunder, roar thunder. Here we go.
A Hocus Pocus fan, by the way. Also a Hocus Pocus
I love
fan.
Hocus. Anything with I'm a big fan.
Not to bring that up
Bette
again.
Midler's the best. Okay, so we've got 7 problems and 7 gadgets to solve them.
I like it.
So I'm going to switch over here.
Yep. Okay.
Excuse me, Kendall. So first one was really designed for a woman who's going through menopause. She has a hot flash.
Okay.
And so we're going to, not that Kendall would ever be that person, but
please.
put this on.
Okay.
All right. And we'll put this right here. And what it does, you wear this little thing, and when you push the button here,
Yeah.
within just a couple of seconds,
doing?
it gets cold,
It's cold.
in a second and a half.
It's really cold. Do you want to be the menopausal woman next?
I'm just going to go in a little bit
Okay, there you go. So it's called Cool Cuff, invented by a physician. And the
legal?
second you feel that hot flash coming, you push that button.
Yeah,
it kind of
I feel that
it's
though.
opposite.
Weird.
And
Oh,
because it's on your wrist, it's where all the blood flow is, so
Yeah.
it really cools off your whole body.
It is. I'm cold.
I've used this when I play tennis or gone running, which I don't do too often, or bike riding, and it makes a huge difference. It really does cool you
My
down.
whole body is cold.
Is it? You feel great? And by the way, you have different degrees. You can make it less cool and even less cool than that. I make it super cold for
Okay.
you.
It doesn't heat though, it just cools.
Just cool.
Just cool.
Called
Okay.
Cool Cuff.
I guess if you have hot flashes, you don't want to be hot.
You know exactly.
Oh.
So great for a hot flash, but even great for just cooling off in general. Cool Cuff, KULKUF.com. Again, invented by a doctor. Really cool idea. About $199.
Okay.
Next. When your feet are miserable, we were
Yes.
talking this in the break, you're miserable. Nothing worse than really.
No question.
So in the past, I've had to buy inserts for my shoes, and they're really expensive. They're like $300-400. These are custom 3D printed insoles made by the folks at Dr. Scholl's. It's really simple to do. You go to their free app, you take a picture of your foot from the top, you take a picture of your foot from the side, and then they create these custom inserts
Just
for
from
you.
those images?
It's amazing, yeah.
Wow.
And it's really, it even has your name on it on the front and the back.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
You've got a bunch of interesting colors you can choose from, and I'm wearing them right now, and they really are like life-changing. It makes such a big difference.
And so it determines where to put like the padding and where to put some. Because I noticed part of that is a little bit stiffer too.
Yeah, this part here, right here, is what I believe is 3D printed. That's where my name is. And this is the part that they're really customizing.
Right.
My guess is this is probably the same for everybody.
Sure.
It's right back here where it makes the difference.
Well, it fits
And
you
really,
perfectly.
Really does make a difference. So you take out the insert that's already in your
Right.
shoe, you stick this in instead,
lieu of that.
and it makes it custom for you. And these are engineered, 3D printed just for you alone. So they're really, really a cool idea. You go to custom.drschulz.com or download their free app. Amazing.
And once you've done it, you don't need to do it again.
Yeah, that's it. You're set. You're actually registered there. You can have more printed up in the future. And like I used to say, I used to buy them for a lot of money, and they were falling apart, and I was still wearing them. At $99.
$99,
Yeah,
but you could spend a lot more than that
Yeah.
if you went to a podiatrist.
Exactly. So something to look into. Really great, and I'm telling you, life-changing. And I'm wearing them right now.
Wearing them right now.
I like that.
Next, you've got a dumb car and you want to make it into a smart car.
Hi.
See, there we go. That's the owner of a dumb car. This is from a company called Automatic, and this is their connected car assistant. And all you do is you plug this little gadget right here into the OBD port of your car.
Which is usually up underneath the
right on the
dash.
steering wheel.
By the steering
wheel. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like this. You plug it in there, and then you sync it to a free app. And then what will happen is if it has crash alert built into it. I hate when this happens to my phone here. Here we go. It has crash alert built into it. It has location monitoring, which is great if you have a teenager who's driving, or you have a senior citizen, a parent. You want to keep an eye on how they're doing. It works for that too. It also has a check engine light. So the check engine light comes on. It tells you on your phone what that means, all the details in language you can understand. What's wrong with the car?
Great.
And it'll even interact with Alexa and Google Assistant. So you can say, Alexa, where's my car? And it will tell you. It'll keep track of it that way. So this is really amazing.
I like
$99.
that.
Go to shop.automatic.com. It's from the company's called Automatic.
It's a plug and play. It's very simple.
Super. I mean, the way I just installed
I know
it here
about
is
this,
the whole
Kendall,
job.
because with daughters, we've had to do that with the insurance company wanting to track them.
Exactly. It's the same. But here you're doing it without getting an insurance company involved. You're seeing what's going on.
Sure.
And a crash alert, which is really critical. And again, if you have an older parent, I think it's a great idea. Or for a teenage driver, it's a great idea.
Excellent. We need to take a break, but we're not done. We're
not
far from over with the
Stay
Gadget
right
Guy.
there.
Stay right there. We're coming right back. Right here on The Jason Show. Good gadgets. This one's special.
You guys, we are having so much fun talking about Halloween. It's like not even funny. Hey, we're back with the Gadget Guy, Steve Greenberg, who has a lot more to talk about.
So next problem, we have 4 more problems and 4 more solutions.
Yes.
So next one is, let's say you're making soup or risotto or something where you have to sit there and stir it and stir and stir, but you have other things you want to do. So that's what this utensil is for. It will stir it for you. So you push the button on it, and then you put it into this soup or whatever, and it just sits there and stirs it. So you can go off and do other things while your risotto, your gravy, your soup, your sauce, your apple, whatever.
Oh wait, reverse this.
Yeah, it goes back. There's one way direction, then it turns around and goes the other way. Keep stirring it.
And it's plastic, so it
It's
doesn't
made of
scratch
a safe nylon, so you can, actually the bottom part comes off and you can put it in the dishwasher if you want.
That's great. Oh, that's
it goes in both directions, as you just noted. You pop it out. I shouldn't pop the whole thing out, but you do just take out the bottom part here. And this part is cleanable. Put it in the dishwasher and you're good to go.
No stirring, no dishwashing.
About $20 from thegrommet.com. And
because invariably you got something on the stove,
and you want to do something else.
Or somebody comes to the front door, somebody, okay.
You know, I think it's kind of a must-have. It's a no-brainer.
I like that.
Very simple. Again,
and
the
how
Grommet
much is
has
that bad boy?
About $20.
$20.
$20. That's it. Next, this thing. I thought, like, do you really need this? And then I
What
got
is
it, and I
that?
fell
I've
in
been
love with it.
looking
And
at it,
Kendall's
like-
been wondering what this is since we've sat down here. So this is a gooseneck viewer from the folks at Hammacher Schlemmer, which I love saying Hammacher Schlemmer.
Yeah, that's fun.
And what you do is you push the button here, and then this thing can go in any direction you want it. And then you have a camera right over here. I don't know if we can show it on our camera. There we go.
Whoa.
And then it has a little light at the end of it, so that you can look under the couch for that cat toy. Oh, you can do a dental exam on Tom. Tom, you're looking very good there.
Yeah, very good.
Good flossing, good brushing.
Thank you.
And also you can if you have put a hole in the ceiling, say if you want to see if there's a leak somewhere without ripping out the ceiling, so you can look up in the ceiling or see if something's been unplugged behind the fridge. This is kind of I've had it. It's about $50. Totally worth it. I've used it like 20 times already.
$50, that's it.
That's it.
Wow.
It is kind of a must-have tool. And of course, you can always check on Tom's dental situation, which I think is a must-have.
I am flossing.
How do
He
you
is
charge
flossing.
that thing? Is it batteries or is it a plug-in?
No, it's a battery situation.
Okay, cool.
Very cool from the folks at Hammacher Schlemmer. So check it out.
Yeah.
Next, this is from a company
over
called
here.
Pretty
Get over
Rugged.
here. Get over
And
here.
this beautiful fur, it's a faux fur scarf, has built into it a secret compartment so that you can waterproof compartment for your smartphone. But we're going to have you model it. See how this
Modeling.
looks.
Dun,
Oh
dun,
my gosh.
Dun, 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 beautiful.
You're gonna put that one on, right? Thanks, Steve.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
I feel
This
comfortable
is
with my
I can't roll with these
masculinity.
people.
Though I am channeling Audrey Hepburn a little bit, but anyway.
Way
It's
too
so
highbrow.
soft.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't this lovely? And it
Yeah,
feels
it
so
looks like
great.
a-
I mean, you can't.
a little rabbit.
But it's faux fur. It's not real
it's
fur.
synthetic.
It's faux.
A company called
Eat it.
Pretty Rugged. They make a lot of faux fur things.
Very
But
nice.
this is their faux fur scarf. I actually think it looks.
It's very silky,
I
too,
would
on
say
the
it's a
other side.
jaunty scarf.
Yes,
Very
very
jaunty.
lovely.
Did you just jaunty?
Jaunty.
Jaunty scarf.
Very jaunty.
Nice little zipper. And you could put your cell phone here, but you could also put like your car keys, your
absolutely.
lip gloss. Hey, ladies.
Yeah,
Husband's wallet.
Husband
We're
wallet.
always
Yeah.
naming you.
Again,
I
you
know.
guys do that.
Sunglasses.
All the cute girly things.
Yes.
Okay.
And do we have one final thing?
One final thing, and this is super important.
I love this one. I love this one.
Okay, so I'm actually keep myself warm here. This is very nice. Okay, this is a cereal bowl called the O Bowl that's designed so that your cereal never gets soggy. So what you do is you pour the milk into the lower compartment.
This is genius right here.
Okay, you keep the cereal in the top department. And then what you do is as you want to eat it, you push it down the slide, grab that little bit of cereal, you eat it.
Yeah.
That is way too fun. Like if you're a little
keep
kid.
doing it again and again.
Because your phone rings, right? Something happens, you get a text, you have to answer, email, or
and then
something.
you got mush there. You don't want mush.
Am I the only one who's like, is this unnecessary?
No! No!
This is a must-have. I
Sorry,
use
guys.
this all the time. It's about $15. Again, thegrommet.com. It's a must-have.
And it's even on like a little swivel base, so the gravity works for it's
also,
your friend.
Here's one thing that's really cool about it, because I'm a pacer. Like I walk around, so I can hold it real comfortably and have my cereal. So I think that's kind of a...
You have your cereal and eat it too, and it's not soggy.
It's not soggy. So, and of course, my book, Gadget Nation Solves a Million Problems.
Yes.
Shameless plug. Let me also say that some of these products have coupon codes. So if you go to stevegreenberg.tv, click on my blog, you can read about the coupon codes.
Okay.
And on Instagram, at Steve Greenberg, I'm giving away some free gadgets. So check out Steve Greenberg, that's B-E-R-G, free gadgets on Instagram. Can't beat that.
Right now,
He's doing it right now. Well, you heard it from Steve. You just have to follow him on
Gotta
Twitter.
have this thing. This deal's pretty good, and that.
Right now, I'm giving away some wireless earbuds, but these things may show up on that in the future. So check out that Instagram. It's Steve Greenberg, B-E-R-G, on Instagram.
Okay, Tom's literally actually doing
friend
this
me,
right
follow
now.
me, please.
Thanks for
This
being
is
on the
happening.
program.
Thanks,
Always a pleasure.
This
Thank
is
you.
great.
Still ahead, we'll be back with our MCAD crew. Jason is out there, camped out all week long. Stay right there. We'll be right back. That's so soft, too. You love that? Isn't it soft?
I know. It's like a little...
And welcome back, everybody. I'm live here at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. I've been here most of the week, and I'll be here for another 24 hours or so, all in service to a great charity event that I take part in every year through my radio station called Project Down and Dirty. This year, we're becoming artists. Sorta, working toward a big gallery opening event. Tomorrow night, you all can buy tickets. You don't have to buy any art, just buy a ticket and it all goes to charity. My show is working for the scholarship program here at MCAD. Now, I'll be here tomorrow live again, and then on Monday, back in the studio. So if you want to come see us, I would love to see you. All you have to do to get tickets is go to our Facebook page. Just search for Jason Show TV, like us. I just did that last week. Like our page, and then right under the cover photo, you'll see the ticket tab. Hit that tab, tell us when you're coming. You're in by 9:15, and you're out by 11:15. It's always a lot of fun to see all of you. And if you're a manager and you have a group of employees, you want to do a little work trip, we accept groups as well. We always have a really good time. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up with Tom and Kendall in just a little bit. Back in a moment.
Tom and I holding down the Jason show fort. His name is everywhere.
It's so quiet in here.
It's so quiet because Jason's not here. The crowd isn't here.
Yeah.
Jason's at MCAD. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Tommy, can I tell you what just happened?
What happened?
Jeff Orcutt, executive producer Jeff Orcutt, just put on his jacket, his little rain jacket,
Yes.
and he digs into his pocket and he goes, "You want a piece of gum from this jacket?" Do you know how old that piece of gum probably is, and how long that gum has been in that jacket?
A while.
Some gum and fiber from the lint.
The wrapper had yellowed.
That's so gross.
He's right over here. It's so bad. He goes, and it looked all innocent. He goes, "Here, would you like some gum?" And I was like, did you just pull that from your coat? Yeah, very Ferris Bueller of him.
I love it.
Anyway, but thanks. We have one more day out here. I just want to say thanks again for holding down the fort. Kendall, I know you're off for a few days, so I just want to say I'm going to miss you, and I can't wait to see you when you come back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm going to be gone for a few days. I'm having knee surgery, so I'm fine, but I'll be gone for a little while. But Shane will be here.
Yeah.
Tom's here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. And then Jason's back in the studio, and then I think Shane will be pinch hitting for a while.
She'll be pinch hitting. She'll be back. Yeah. She'll be back in her old role.
Yeah, that's good.
She'll be back.
Right.
She'll be back. Oh, Jason. I was like, was that Jason just threw that in there?
And there went Jason.
Oh,
tomorrow on the show, sweater weather is here, and Sarah from All of America will join us with a look at the hottest sweater styles for fall and winter you can be watching as you're convalescing.
Yes, it'll be great with my feet up. Hey,
That's
plus
right.
Jason wraps up Down and Dirty.
Mhm.
We'll see you guys next week for me. See you tomorrow, most of the rest of you.